It is a TV powered by World Sports Betting. It is times.co.za. It's Orlando Pirates nil, Durban City nil. It means Orlando Pirates have to beat Orbit College next week. Orbit College have to survive and avoid potentially being automatically relegated next week. Indoda ke lapha ecankwam ibiyindoda ibisebaleni kwibala lase-Orlando. Namhlanje sibukele umdlalo sisonke izandla sacinga fanele nathi sizobukela ibhakaniya liphakamisa indebe yokuba zintshatsheli zaseMzantsi Afrika. Kodwa ke akulunganga namhlanje, mhlawumbi kungalunga kule veki zayo okanye kungalungela iMamelodi Sundowns kule veki zayo. Zininzi possibilities. Shane and Shane, thank you very much for joining us, sir.
Mr. Ngeo, ingathi ngene endlini erongo. Ngathi ngene ngomnyango wrong ngene back door kodwa ngiqela uba lapha but ndiyaqala uba on the right side. But
kuba ubusebaleni, it's a good idea that we speak to you. How was the vibe when you were there?
Mr. Ngeo, ndibulise wonke umuntu apha studio. Ndinganicalulanga. Mr. Ngeo, the supporters were excited. You could see ukuthi everyone went to Orlando namhlanje with only one objective, one main goal. And that is to see Orlando Pirates winning namhlanje and making sure ukuthi siya embombela next week with no pressure. Because if we had won namhlanje, it would have meant ukuthi we need to lose by more than 10 goals,
8 or 9, yeah.
Ukuze sitye, of which is impossible. But ke Mr. Ngeo, into sifena namhlanje, it's a result. Supporters, they went there in numbers.
Must have been a festival. It's like a festive season, so what a derby vibe.
Sure. Abanye abantu khange bangene ngaphandle. That is why Nama was late namhlanje because akhange banivumele ukuthi ndiphume because there were so many people outside and we couldn't get by half time. But ke Mr. Ngeo, let's get into game. Umdlalo wanamhlanje, I could see many boys ukuthi situation lena abangazange bazibhaqa bekuyo. Almost bonke, I don't think ikhona player pa kula team Orlando Pirates yakhe yazibhaqa class situation yokuthi they need to win in order to become league champions. Namhlanje ibonakele ukuthi okay, abanayo experience yokuthi babekula ndawo, but experience awuyithengi. You need to go through izinto ezinje in order for you next season ukuthi okay, you know, okay, guys, next season, if we are to defend or if you are to win this league, say as a good next season, guys, this thing happened at Orlando last season. This is how we need to approach the game. They are learning. There's no book about no but okay, they must experience it.
Sure.
So I could see there were nerves. Even the coaches, you could see, because every time when the Bugoli team, also stadium, the good thing about the stadium, you are able to watch the game, you are able to look at the bench. I was sitting behind the bench. I could see every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes, I will see Coach Malta standing up, going to Coach Ward, assistant coach, I just forgot his name. He will go to Coach Ward, but you could see in nerves is corner even from the bench. Yeah, there is a bit
I
of
think just on that point, Shane, nalendo yezikona bezi 18, 19, 20. Kungabi khona neqhinga half time because thina besithetha senza ivideo half time ngoba benina 10 corners at by half time and sithetha into ba xa ezi4 zingasebenzanga ku first pole umzekelo uyazivariate ungene ku last pole okanye uvariate ubethe short okanye uvariate ufumane umuntu ku edge of the box okanye uchinje umuntu okhabayo. The nervousness uyithethayo ne-lack of experience kule level iziveze kulondo ba nikhabe ikona ezingakhange zifumane player ye-Pirates ahead oko bezihedwa yi-player ye-Durban City.
Yeah. I just remember the coach Ryan Jacob, sorry ukuthi I forgot his name. Ndimlibele nyani.
Sure.
Yeah, bese ke ndiyayiva. Benithetha nelondo lenye ebhakaniya stadium ukuthi i-Pirates corners not only namhlanje. Quick game means you always get so many corners.
Yes.
As fun as is converted, not as fun as is converted at all. Indlela scoring ngayo, indlela lesi iqhelo ukora ngayo. But when it comes to corners, I was even surprised when he scored by a set piece against Stellenbosch. Remember when Tito, Mahopa was scored. But namhlanje you could see man Mr. Ngeo ukuthi izinto namhlanje mhlawumbe it was just not today ukuthi Orlando Pirates win namhlanje because ever since the season iqalile. The last time I saw Orlando Pirates NG, it was the first 20 minutes against Lupopo, where they were so nervous. But after that, after they scored that goal, then you could see Orlando Pirates creating, but Lupopo gave us a hard time. So sometimes you could see, man, not Yongindo, I mean, even players as Tembelengas, like Aborile, Abo Apolis, you could see nothing was happening. They were trying, but you could see it was not one of those days where Urile, if makes a certain move, Apolis will make a certain run and then it will result in the goal. But you could see namhlanje ukuthi ibingenzeki yonke lonto namhlanje. I mean, They have to go there mhlawumbe.
Uthini umlomo wabalandeli xa upha because bakhona ababeye ndikhumbula i-security esebenza kwalapha kwezi shops lapha kufitshane ngamadoda endithanda uncokola nawo ngebhola benxibe iPirates bengamazi nje mbona namhlanje wave flag endibalisela kuba hey Mr. Nkewu, I'm going to the stadium blah blah blah, and it was at 9 a.m. I went to the shops at 9 a.m. this morning. I was like, let me do that as quickly as possible. Bendiqala umbona enxibe ibhakaniya. So I'm mentioning him because I'm sure that there were 50, 30,000 other Buccaneers or millions wearing their shirts, maybe 40,000 going to the stadium. Now that you did not get what you wanted, which is to win the league tonight, uthini umlomo wamabhakaniya xa uva e-stadium? Are they more disappointed? Because when you sound understanding, ukuthi they've never been here, maybe with the hope that they can do it next week. How are the fans feeling when you were there? Because I'm sure some of them would have been disappointed.
Fans asozozifana Mr. Nkewu. Mna singasupporta iPirates sonke but asizui-understanda le bhola ngokufanayo. Zikhona ezinye fans eziba emotional. Nami sometimes I do become emotional. But sometimes you have to compose yourself. Abanye you could see ukuthi they are so disappointed. Abanye you could see ukuthi okay guys, not all is lost. We can still go to Mbombela next week and wrap it up. Abanye, they are saying we made things difficult by ourselves by not winning namhlanje. We should have won namhlanje. But if football there are no fixtures as guaranteed. Okay, this is a fixture that you need to win, and then we're gonna go and play friendly. I mean, this is a highest league, highest standard league. So, Mr. Gale, right now. Izimbo sebethabethana bakhona aba disappointed bakhona basenethemba like mna, but what I know is that there is still a hope, there is still a chance for Orlando Pirates ukuthi bayowina iBetway Premiership. Now akho nto ukuthi badinga favors ukuthi team ethile must lose. Now it's all up to them to go out there and win a game. It's simple as that, Mr. Ngewu.
Yeah, incedile of course Orlando Pirates isifikele kule ndawo ifike kuyo. Incedile iTS Galaxy xa ibethe Sundowns ngoba ndikhumbuza la madoda lithi ubangabe kule draw yanamhlanje Sundowns ibiza-wina league uba ibiwinile ku-TS Galaxy. That would have been the end of the league. So i-TS Galaxy yenze umsebenzi omkhulu nangona ke nizifikele nina amanqaku nizikorele in terms of i-points ezisesandleni senu, but that TS Galaxy fixture was so important for Sundowns to outright lose that fixture.
Singatsho ngolo hlobo xa sijonga i-result yanamhlanje, but i-football, Mr. Nkewu, that's what I'm saying, football is not scripted. Mhlawumbe you might have said Sundowns ngokuluza kwayo TS Galaxy, mhlawumbe Orlando Pirates also would have won namhlanje. We never know.
Knowing the picture.
Knowing the picture. But I think mhlawumbe players namhlanje, man, what I saw namhlanje also, talking as a fan, I think the guys, they need to work more harder next week and work more as a team. Because I could see abanye namhlanje ukuthi some of them, they wanted the glory for themselves. After I came namhlanje, mhlambi kuthethwa ukuthi ayiplayer bani wascora ngala mini was in the history books. For example, just in 2010, we always think of Isaac Chance. So I think some of the players, they wanted that, but I think now that they see ukuthi this could slip ezandleni zabo, now they need to go out there and redeem themselves and go to Mabela next week and win this thing.
Masiye kuMbombela before I let you go. Inhliziyo yakho indawo ni wena. Because iMbombela noba ulibhakaniya yabona into emnandi ngale situation into ba you can easily be accused as a content creator or as a journalist to be favoring one or another when the picture is emerging, but ngoku the reality is that if I say Orbit College need to save their skins and they will play for that draw because they don't want to be automatically relegated. So even if because I wanted Pirates to win the league this season, I wanted a different winner this season, I stand by that, but it is not a mischaracterization. It's not a lie to say, na i-Orbit College ngoku izibona isethubeni le ndoba ukuze singatshoni emgodini kuzafuneka siyifumane la point. Where is your head at, even the level of difficulty yala game? Because it would have been an irrelevant game next week. Because if you won tonight, it would have been irrelevant. But now, it's tougher now.
It's tougher, Mr. Nkewu. It's tougher for Orlando Pirates because bana 14 years bengasai win the league. It's tougher for Orbit because they need to survive. But Orlando Pirates can look at a lot of things. Look at Orbit and say we are better than them.
Which is true.
Which is true. Look at them and say we are better than them. Sidlalile nabo first leg better. Orbit baklanda bakuye because of they've been losing games.
Yes.
And they
lost today 2-0.
Yes, they considered 45 goals. Orlando Pirates is one of the highest, the second highest scoring team in the league. I think Sundowns has scored one more goal than Tina. Going to next week, Mr. Nkewu, Orlando Pirates, the only thing that they need to do is just go out there and play that game like they are playing a final. They've played so many finals.
It's a cup final.
They've played so many finals and they've won them, but this is a situation abangazange bazibhoqa beyidlala i-final ye-Betway Premiership. They've played the final MTN8, played the final ye-Nedbank, played the final ye-Carling Cup, but they've never played a final game ye-Betway Premiership ye-league. So this is their chance now ukuthi baye phakula mdlalo next week and win it. It's in their hands, Mr. Nkeu. There's no, according complicated. You win that game and you become champions.
Nice one. Thank you very much, Dashane. Interesting to get it from someone who was at the stadium today, Orlando Pirates. I suppose I saw what SuperSport was doing here, and I thought that they should have actually just forgot about that plan because they started interviewing Pirates players, which was going to be the plan. They had planned to do that. When you interview Pirates players by 2, by 3, it's because they have won the final or they've won the Betway Premiership. I thought that just forget about that. Do it next week if they make it. So it was a festival, mood for Pirates fans and even for the broadcasters because they show us that that's what they had planned to do. Maybe you kind of jinx it when you do it like that, but we'll see next week. What is true is Orlando Pirates are better than Orbit College. Factually, objectively, they are number 2. They're playing against a team that's number 15. What is also true is that the team that's number 15 can fight for a draw and get themselves out of the problem that they find themselves in. Because if Magese wins, unless there's a goal difference, that's too much. But if Magese wins, they could drag the Orbit College to automatic relegation. I love this. We'll get to it in next week. The league goes to the final week of the season. iDiskiTV, iDiski Times, we're suspecting.
Hola Bafethu, this is Junior Kanye. Please subscribe to iDiskiTV.
This is Bongane Benedict Villagazi, they call me so. Niyazi bafethu, amakhosi for life, they are back in winning ways. Please, siyacela ukuthi subscribe iDiskiTV.